Use caution as you progress. There's been reports of ursopods in the area. No reason to reason with you.
I'll handle this. Best.
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale of 1 to 100, with 1 being entirely pain-free and 100 being the worst pain you can imagine.
There is far too much variability in that scale. The amount of pain I can imagine is hardly an objective measure of the maximum amount of pain I could actually feel.
Your observation is correct, which is a diagnostic in its own right. Now, if you were to indicate, using a scale of 0.4 to 12.7, how close you are to going into shock.
Sadly, that scale is entirely beyond my current comprehension, thus leading me to believe I'm already in shock, and the question itself was the actual test.
Excellent. Our diagnostic is complete, and you should feel free to resume bemoaning your agony.
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my daily cycle
No lectures,
to say hello.
please.
Yeah.
You okay? Seem off by a few decimal points.
Do you see these magnificent weapons? They have the greatest destructive potential the Protectorate can bring to bear. Tell me then, why should they not have been installed here?
Not an issue of ammunition or targeting calculation capacity. Is it because of the low ambient temperature on Cloister?
Very astute. The ambient temperature is indeed below a critical threshold at all times, yet the Protectorate ignored our warnings repeatedly.
Instances like this, are they reason for the Great Schism?
Correct. At every turn we tried to guide them with logic and reason, but they could not see past their own hubris. Thank the Architect we are no longer exposed to such. Hello, layperson.
Not in the mood for a random interaction, thank you.
I've got your numeral. Keep moving.
Cause trouble and I will school you. Chapter and verse.
You may think you have tasted a great old-fashioned cocktail, but have you tasted the highest-rated old-fashioned?
What is with the anomalous behavior?
Now you can.
Don't bother conversating unless you're prepared to cite your sources.
From the order of the attendant.
Please don't take me on a co-tangent. Happy to chat for 0.07 seconds. Oh, time's up. Bye.
Another object, just gone. Nothing should work that way. No matter how often the data is verified and sanctioned, it is difficult to believe.
I concur. I would give an internal organ or... Excuse me, I don't think you have the authorization.
It's fine, but don't get too close. You won't survive direct contact with the rift.
There's little you could tell me I couldn't also tell you.
Fascinating. It seems gravity doesn't apply to the rift, but it somehow maintains its position in space relative to the solar system.
Salutations. We've been doing our utmost to find ways to manipulate this rift or extract data from it. Unfortunately, our efforts have been ineffective thus far. I suppose it's too much to hope for, but would you, perchance, happen to have any practical experience with or mathematical understanding of the rift phenomena?
Do your own research.
You have a very non-scholarly look about you.
I'm here to maintain security, not to teach you remedial calculus.
I fear I have a confession to make. I have found being present on Cloister underwhelming.
Really? What part about the situation is underwhelming? The corporate invaders killing our scientists en masse? The Protectorate's subjects raising our research? I sincerely hope you're not about to tell me it's the weather.
What? No, I lost my thread of thought.
That's one way to become the center of attention.
going to be a problem? Because I have a solution that requires very little computation.
And how did you sleep?
Decidedly horrible. Was any colder, I'd be dead. And those Protectorate loudspeakers playing all night remind me of the pre-schism days.
I've been hearing them in my dreams.
Can't stomach these filthy creatures. Go away, go away. Bother someone else.
I have too much on my mind for idle numerical chit-chat.
Sorry to cut you off, but I'm encumbered with various concerns of the existential variety.
I can't go back out there. I feel like I'm going to succumb to panic.
All of you reinforcements from Laplace's garden are acting like scared little sprats. A life of luxury has weakened your resolve.
Sir, if you make me go out there, I fear I may tear my own eyeballs out. There's something not right with me. It's as if everything has become inexplicably wrong.
Your eyeballs, huh? One of the other Laplace reinforcements tried to rip his own skin off. What did they do to all of you up there? Please, don't distract me from my more pressing distractions.
Please, keep your behavior within acceptable parameters.
Squandering our goodwill.
I don't know who Auntie's Choice thinks they will convince with this poor quality propaganda, but I sure am grateful.
4559230.
Just stay focused, keep your head down, breathe, recite pi to 1,000 digits to calm yourself. Show your work or shove off. What do you think those Protectorate subjects are doing over there?
Hopefully genuflecting to the Sovereign. Next poor fool who pops their head up will find themselves suddenly disgraced.
You there. If you happen to be headed into Protectorate territory, can you keep your lamps open for my scouts? That squad should have reported back hours ago. You there. If you happen to be headed into Protectorate territory, can you keep your lamps open for my scouts? That squad should have reported back hours ago.
What is with the anomalous behavior?
Seems the Protectorate has been gaining ground since winning control of the Archive.
UNIAC has likely been sorting out their logistic problems. Took a moon-sized computer to do it. Imbeciles.
This seems rather extreme. Are you sure you can't simply unbolt it?
As I already stated, the weather has iced over the bolts. They require the application of concussive force before they can be manipulated.
My poor terminal does not deserve such abuse.
If it weren't for your lead fingers, I would not need to repair the input panel to begin with. Now stand back and let me get on with it. The sooner I finish, the sooner you can go back to processing Rift data.
I can tell we have little crossover of interests.
I have nothing to say, unless you want to discuss the inverse of the Planck function, in which case I'll talk your ear off.
Do I hear hammering from the other stations?
Don't question it. Just be glad I brought a blowtorch.
Lovely day for differential geometry.
Can't talk. Calculating an inverse complex sine function in my head.
Mobilizing. Purificator at ready status. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
It looks to be all clear. Please release us. They always come from that big building across the street before they open the gate. They must leave a key in there. It's clear. Go, go, go!
Back and stand. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Have a fix on their weaknesses.
Draft is ready. Frankly, pissed off.
Going to violence.
Reason's Pass is off limits. Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado. First, it was Auntie's choice, then the Protectorate. After that, some daft cultists. I don't even know what group you hullheads belong to. Don't care either. Your motivations are relatable to me in only the vaguest abstract form, if you possess any at all.
Investigating hostile intentions.
There's nothing even here anymore.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Target Anna.
That's not who I think it is it? Marisol? Is that you? Get in here before any more of these hullheads show up. Yeah. Marisol. Here. That is assuming you're not some sort of enigmatic mirage or baleful apparition. I thought I would never see you again. It's been what? 19 years? 20?
21 years, 5 months, 6 days. I've kept up on a few former colleagues.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure.
Things were left in a...
It was somewhat complicated, even by order standards. Oh, wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I shoot most of my visitors lately. I'm Anais Boujold. Welcome to my backwater ramshackle abode.
Seer Anais Boujold.
No one's called me that in, well, you know exactly how long, apparently.
We doing introductions? I'm Inez. Don't mind the uniform, I'm freelance, and got no quarrel with you besides.
Charmed, I'm sure. So nice to see Marisol gaining such interesting friends. I was developing a means of sidestepping much of the presumed requirements to solve the universal equation, using a series of reasoned shortcuts and educated postulations, filling in certain blanks. Trillions. Theoretically, it would hurry the process along so it could be solved in our lifetime, but it was unorthodox, risky if taken too far. I knew the Council would judge it mathematical heresy, so I attempted to work in secret. Eventually, I was discovered, excommunicated, sent here.
Others facing similar charges were often transferred off-planet, then simply disappeared somewhere along the way.
Yes. Fortunately, someone interceded.
Yes. With ample time to think, I've come to recognize I made an error.
Really? That is, an unprecedented statement for you. But do go ahead, I'm listening.
The last 20 years, the Order heedlessly stumbled. First, Antes invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the Archive. Twice. Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. If I had ignored the Council's command. It was a mistake. I miscalculated.
If not for you, I'd be dead right now. And you were right to shut me down. My research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I know this for certain now. I've run the numbers. Repeatedly. Had to do all my calculations long form, free of computronic assistance. Wouldn't advise it, but I've been here on my own for decades, and I remain a reasonable statistician. I calculated what might occur if my work was completed, and there is a troublingly high, statistically significant chance of things ending. Everything ending. I understand how that sounds, but I have spent years checking and rechecking each and every variable.
Anais, I'm afraid it's not that simple. When we shut down your work, it was quarantined, not disposed of. The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous near here at a facility in Winter's Grasp. Unorthodox notion reclusion.
Of all the bureaucratic... No. Winter's Grasp is crawling with Auntie's choice. A full unit just moved in. Marisol, will you... Can you...
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end the universe. Been years since anyone said something like that to me. Of course.
Do what you need to do. I might need a little time to ready this place for unwelcome guests. Wouldn't take long.
Oh, you should stay here. We'll take care of this.
I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. But fine, no use arguing. Well, this has certainly been nice. Perhaps we'll see each other again sometime. Yes, should be plenty of wonderfully dangerous items in here. Oh yes, I'll stay put here. That seems exceedingly likely.
eat it by the masses! Gonna crush our bones and eat us like an ice puff!
Ratcheting up my aggression. Have a fix on their weaknesses. Investigating hostile intentions. Hostilities are afoot. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Go for torpification. Combatant analysis.